Hello friends, and welcome to Game Reactor Live. I'm Dora Haldursson, joined here by Andreas. And well, this is a bit of a special show because it's actually Long Friday, or Good Friday I think they call it in England, those heathens.
That might be true.
But, well, the offices are closed, we are on holiday, so we are pre-recording this live stream, as you can see behind us. So,
But
we won't be looking at the chat, but...
We're finally, dude. I really wanted to do this for a long time. We're gonna live stream or pre-record live stream Nier Automata.
Yeah,
which
I mean,
is such a good
this
game.
has been done by other editors in the network, but this is the first time we're doing it here in the studio, and this is the first time that I am playing it. So, today is a big day. But let's start up a new game here. And, see there, and then we're back in the corner. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
So, we're starting up a new game. We're going to play for an hour, or rather, I'm going to play a new game for an hour. And then I'm going to hand the controller back over to Andreas, who has reviewed the game, given it a 10 out of 10.
Yes.
And he's going to jump into one of his older saves.
Yeah.
And show us why.
A solid 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Let's see if you agree, but I mean...
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, this is actually the first thing before we begin, is that Nier Automata points out several times that it does not include autosave.
Yeah.
It's like old school. It's also cool.
And we will just
choose...
Which one should I overwrite?
Just do the City Ruins Cave.
This one there? Yes. Bam.
It doesn't have any really...
Nah.
Do it 3, that's good.
And we're playing on hard.
Really, you're gonna play a platinum game on hard before
Obviously.
you ever try it? Okay, fine.
And
Like, I play it on hard, but it's still...
Go into controls.
I actually changed this. I think maybe it's still been no, this is not changed, because when I played, I changed it up to match more. Actually, I wanted to match Final Fantasy 15 because I'd just come out of Final Fantasy 15 to play this. Although this is way more complicated, has a lot more different actions. I just I'm
gonna try out A, and then I'll
try out. The only thing that's kind of weird which bugged me is that the dodging button that is R2.
Okay.
But maybe you're gonna like it.
Invert vertical, obviously.
Obviously not, but okay.
That's how games are meant to be played.
Really though, because if that was how they were meant to be played, wouldn't it then start being inverted? And you wouldn't have to change it?
Well, I mean, you can point out several things in human culture that are done wrong by the masses.
True. Actually, I think the original Halo, I think it starts inverted.
Okay. Actually, I wanna listen to what's going on.
You're gonna shout out my voice.
Yeah.
I think it works. So what?
Okay, let's start at the beginning. Tell me what Nier Automata is.
It's different. Like Nier Automata, it's this hybrid game. Mainly it's this classic platinum third-person action hacking slash game, but it combines a lot of different aspects from other genres. So like it starts out being, I think it's a very good way of starting, because it starts up with this kind of Space Invaders Geometry Wars-esque gameplay for the first, I think, 10 minutes. Which is not what you expect, but then it's again the game telling you this is gonna be like this all the way through. Things are gonna change up, we're gonna surprise you. So Nier is a hybrid game. It really combines a lot of different genres, also 2D platforming, in this post-apocalyptic, nightmarish world inhabited by androids and robots. And basically the game is about this ongoing war which has been for a long time. The humans have fled to the moon, and then they have created the androids to battle the robots who took over the Earth a long time ago. And these robots, like, there were aliens that came to Earth, and then they created these robots, and these robots killed almost all of humanity.
Yeah, and this is like the thing. Having seen several like screenshots and videos from the game, I've never been quite able to realize like what sort of game it is. Because sometimes it's a shmup, sometimes it's a third person, sometimes it's top down.
But mostly it is at its core it's a third person hacking slash open world post apocalyptic like game. That is the essence of it. But the segments of these, it's not like They happen often, and there are these small hacking mini games where you also have to play in the same style as these, which we'll also show later. It's pretty neat game. It really has a lot of. Also, the graphic engine has its own very distinct look, which I think it really looks good compared to a lot of other games in the same genre, or Platinum games in total. But yeah, as you can see, this is now it changes to this kind of, which is also different, and it does that a lot. And that's just
so instead of a side-scrolling shmup, it's kind of
it's like Geometry Wars
or
Super
now
Stardust.
it's become a twin-stick shooter basically.
Yeah, it becomes a twin-stick shooter. That's the funny thing. So it goes from being Space Invaders-ish to being a twin-stick shooter, and then the next moment is a 2D platformer, and then the next moment you're beating these huge robots with a samurai sword.
Yeah, the people on my team were very shit at spotting the laser.
They were very shit. So now you get into like the more raw combat. Or maybe I think you're gonna play some a bit more with the going back to the other angle of the Space Invaders-ish thing. What is the genre?
Shmup.
Shmup?
Shoot 'em up. Yeah, shmup.
Oh, shoot 'em up.
Bullet hell. But this is yet another version of it.
Exactly, but now it's more kind of. This actually reminds me of the airship segments in Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, and obviously I need to make sure not to hit the things.
Because you play it on hard, you will die very easily.
Meh.
But that's your thing.
Back to side-scrolling shmup.
But it's a very good statement of the game to like do this from the beginning, because you've seen all of these different trailers and stuff, and you did not know stuff like this was in it.
Yeah, and now they're kind of showing me.
Just throws it at you. Just like, okay, these things are going to be in the game as well. And also a very, very important thing is, do you notice like the enemies, they shoot these ball particles? These they have two colors.
The ones that are single colored I cannot shoot, and
exactly.
the ones that are.
And all of the enemies in the game use these kind of particles.
Okay.
In different you're gonna see that in a minute. You always have this gun that can always keep on even when you perform crazy sword attack moves, you always possess this gun that can keep on shooting these balls, because there are gonna be a lot of them at different segments.
And back to, there we go.
Now there we go. Now it's action time. Classic Platinum. Which I believe this is their best game by far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the thing is, I've always enjoyed a lot of the Platinum games. I've just never seen them as a studio that would make a 10 out of 10. Because even though I highly enjoy them, they just don't feel polished enough to be considered, perfect.
Yeah, not even Bayonetta?
No.
Like,
I mean, Bayonetta is fun, but it, again, has issues that, there we go.
You decide to play it on hard. You decide to play a Platinum game on hard. You're gonna start from the beginning again.
Yeah. Oh, all the way.
Yeah, you're gonna do the whole fucking segment again.
Okay.
That's an ending of the game.
Yeah.
The game has 1,000 endings, and there can be like there's this boss fight, and if you run away from it, it's gonna say 2B went fishing and never came back, and that's the end of the game.
Oh, okay.
So I think there are 27 endings of Nier Automata.
Okay.
5 endings are like these classic. Like there are 5 main endings, where you play like for 30 hours to get these 5 endings, and then there are all of these different fun endings, which is put in where you can just like
endings. I have the W.
Yeah, you have the W. You see, so now you're gonna start again. I don't know. I actually do not know if you're gonna start from the very beginning.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'll
roll through it fast enough.
Like, this game is really hard on hard. it's not a joke, man. No, yeah, start from the beginning again.
Okay, I'll give it one more chance.
Give it one more chance, because you can use items, but like the game explains to you when to use items at another part, because it does not expect you to die at the beginning of the game. So this is. But yeah,
unskippable cutscene. That's 9 out of 10 now.
Oh, come on! This is literally the only unskippable cutscene in the game. It is. You cannot just cut it now. It's literally, this is such a good game.
Yeah,
But you just die. You decided to play a platinum game on hard without ever having tried it.
Yeah.
That is stupid.
No.
Because now you die.
No, that's what all the fun is about. But we'll see. I mean, I'm not...
So you're willing to go back, watch this cutscene one more time, do the whole flying... Damn, dude. Like, because there were no...
Because like I said, I'm only doing this for an hour, and then in the second hour of the stream, we're gonna hand the controller over you, and you're gonna show us the pro skills further
I don't know if I'm
into the game.
I don't know if I'm a pro gamer, but I just don't play the game at hard from the beginning. You can go New Game Plus and then do it on hard. That would make sense. They're really bad at dodging those guys.
It's like, don't you see? You
No,
know,
you don't see the big
it starts to light up.
Yeah. Actually, I remember there's everyone dying there. Maybe you're already better at saving your teammates. They don't die.
Oh.
Look how many there still are. I really believe that mine are always not.
No, they die one by one.
They die one by one?
Yeah.
Well, it's been a long time since I died in the first 20 minutes. Or 10. Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah, now. But then again, I literally said all the comments I had to do about the beginning of the game. But I think it's interesting that you have this stubbornness that you have to play this game on hard.
Yeah.
So you like play all games on hard?
Yeah, usually that's where I put them up at. Yeah.
Have you ever tried Devil May Cry 3?
No, I played the DMC. You know, the kind of reboot.
The DMC?
Yeah. Devil May Cry DMC. The the reboot with the new look.
That was okay.
That was fun.
It was fun, yeah. It's not like that, but the Devil May Cry 3 it's been said to be one of the hardest games of all time. Yeah. Even more difficult than Demon Souls.
Nope.
And if you play that on normal, you're gonna really gonna have a hard time. But if you play it on hard, you are literally fucked, to put it mildly.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get through it on hard, I couldn't. I got through it on normal, which I still think is pretty impressive. But it's a but that's actually the guys. Also to mention one more time, the guys who made Devil May Cry 3. Yeah. Also, a lot of those guys made this game.
Okay.
And then there's this, but what really distinguishes Nier Automata from all of the other Platinum games is that Yoko Taro, who used to work at Cavia and made the Drakengard and the first Nier game.
Okay.
They had very good stories, but they were all caught behind clunky gameplay and bad graphics. So
yeah, that's kind of like what I've thought about Platinum games for a while is either they have very nice gameplay and a story that I don't really care about, or the other way around, a great story and the gameplay just doesn't really feel.
But this is where it all comes together in a perfect symbiosis. Like a real Platinum game, because it's not a Platinum writer, it's a Yoko Taro who directed it, who also actually directed a screenplay in Japan about the same topics and like very similar. And he's a very creative, and he's a very good director. And he's good at telling a story. And Drakengard always told very good stories, but the gameplay was just horrific, and the graphics were horrific. You had no incentive to play those games instead of just wanting to experience the story. And I really think the first Nier game was also very clunky. And so when Platinum finally were allowed to make a Yoko Taro game, that is when it all just suddenly came together, because Platinum creates amazing gameplay, but as you said, something has always been lacking for it to achieve this greatness. And I think Yoko Taro combined with Platinum really creates the perfect mixture, and I really hope that the next Platinum game is also going to be a sequel to Nier, because they really nailed this universe. And if they But then
this is a new attack. It didn't do this before. Interesting.
So I think the cool thing about Nier Automata is actually that it is this kind of underdog. It came right after Zelda and Horizon.
Yeah.
Like, what game can distinguish itself from coming after these two very famous and big games?
But I have to say, like, playing this right again, and then that kind of semi-boss has a completely different attack pattern. That's interesting.
Exactly. And actually, a funny thing also about her, she's overly sexualized because Yoko Taro, the director, he just said he really likes girls. And I think that's an honest answer. They're saying, why is she over sexualized wearing high heels? Because I like girls. It's not like it was like super. He had this creative vision. It's just like he just wanted it to be hot.
Mm.
And that's so. But if you play the old Platinum games, it should be kind of familiar. It is actually it is not as advanced as Bayonetta or similar games.
I'm just keeping my distance this time around.
You should use the robot. If you keep on pressing R1, I think it shoots. Yeah.
Ah, yes.
So keep on. So that's also like Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
It really has a lot. It has I read a pretty cool review on the internet. Is that a guy? He said the perfect way to describe Nier Automata if Hideo Kojima made a Final Fantasy game. And to be honest, that really sounds like an amazing game. Hideo Kojima made that game because it has all of the existential values, crazy aesthetics of a Hideo Kojima game, but it has the depth and some Final Fantasy-esque like choices in the narrative and the characters and everything. So I think I really like that description of the game because it really sells it well as what it is. Besides being, the game combines so many genres. I think it's a testament to what video games can do. It can really challenge you in different ways and different, like compared to other media. Like Nier Automata that is a game that can only be done as a video game.
Yeah.
You're not able to copy anything without having to sacrifice huge chunks of what makes it great.
Okay, got through this now without being touched.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Do you know the dodge button is R2?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, good. Now it's.
There's a very slight refresh on it, which I wasn't prepared for in the last playthrough. But
oh yeah, when you do the also when you dodge, it gets a.
Yeah.
It's very forgiving, especially with these. It's not really a boss fight, but it's kind of a boss fight. Now you should definitely heal yourself. Yeah.
How?
You think you should press that one? Yeah, then you use items, and then use small recovery.
I need more than that.
And use medium recovery.
Yeah.
Alright. So you have, but this is like it's gonna 2-hit kill you, that thing.
Mm-hmm.
And but if you do it, like you can do the whole like cowardly thing and just keep on shooting it. I remember
too far. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think you have to defeat all of it, if I remember correctly. It will give up or something. Because it is.
I'm just trying to take out the teeth on it now.
So you see now these projectiles again, these balls just flying through there, and I think maybe each enemy in the game can produce these balls. So now you definitely gotta heal yourself.
Oh, it did an automatic heal though.
Yeah, but that's not enough. She will. I think. Okay, I changed the controls a lot, so my healing button is not the button you heal on right now, because I think I just press down and then she automatically heals herself. But you can also, I think the dodge button also works as the healing button, so you can like press it twice, then when you dodge you also heal. But I'm not sure because I thought that some of the original design for the game was kind of clunky, but that's a good thing because you can then just fully revamp it to fit your playing style. So if you don't really like it, then okay, fine, just change it up.
Bam! I'm in the corner, you can hit me, bitch!
But actually you're doing a pretty good job, considering, you haven't played the game before. Or maybe you're playing it at home, I don't know.
Nah.
Maybe you're just cheating.
No.
But you're doing this corner thing, you're cheesing it.
I am the Lord of Cheese.
Yeah, you're cheesing it. You're...
Okay, stand up. Why are you now giving me this menu?
It's difficult to explain. Like you have to. It depends on how hard you press it.
Okay.
Like if you just, touch it, or if you press it. But damn, dude. Oh yeah, if you dodge and then you counterattack with the gun, you'll produce this rocket. That's very good. That's very good. That's just the beginning, though. There's
Yeah.
gonna be like 2 arms at another point, and it's gonna be this big, huge boss.
Yeah. I'll be ready.
Yeah, you look ready. Like now you know how to heal yourself, and you, like, do you play Dark Souls?
Nope.
Well, you should.
Nah, yeah, but I don't have the patience for it. I think it's designed for you to die no matter how skillful you are.
Yeah, it is.
And that just pisses me off, so fuck that game.
Oh yeah,
That's my personal opinion. by the way.
actually, that's a very good. That's actually talking about Dark Souls. That's a very good observation because the reason why I like playing the Platinum games or these over the top action hack and slash games like Devil May Cry or Bayonetta or Nier Automata is that you can get really good at the hardest difficulty, and then you're good.
Yeah.
Whereas
I mean, that's not to say I've seen Twitch streams where people boot up a new game and they, play it on a Guitar Hero controller or something, and they only die 30 times. It's like, yeah, okay. So it is also a matter of being skillful. It's just,
but it's a matter of being really,
I'm not
skillful.
interested in spending the amount of time needed.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah, it's like I played the DMC Devil May Cry one.
That was an interesting move that I just did. I'll have to.
Like it is like DMC. Like suddenly you just do something and whoa, I could do that move. I did not know I could do that move. But it's not like there's a tutorial telling you how to do all these moves. You just figure it out yourself, and then I could take 2 swords and two heavy swords and do this. It's like okay, cool. So you experiment with like the first time I played through it, I found out to do this whole new attack afterwards. So like okay, I gotta play through it one more time, and then I discovered new stuff. Like because it is a very that's always like what I.
Now I'm just wondering which way I'm supposed to go.
You have to jump down.
Down there.
Yeah, just jump down on the floor. Yeah, then walk backwards. Yeah, because there's this fence, and there's this over there.
Ah, okay.
You made the exact same mistake my roomie did when you played it. He was like, "Hey, where am I supposed to go now?"
There was a pick up there, and then nothing.
Yeah. So you can also, for example, when you do the heavy attack, like if you keep on pressing triangle, it will do this weird combo.
Ah, okay.
And you can press it even more than to do another
And then
combo.
what I just did was I jumped up. No, I did.
Well, I'm gonna let you figure everything out yourself. You can also, I think you changed weapons on the up on the directional buttons. So you have the big and the small sword.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how I did that move from before. Nah, okay, whatever. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, you'll figure it's. You also have like because you can see she always dual wields.
Yeah.
And you can like different weapons. There are like swords and spears and just hand-to-hand combat and like so there's a lot of different varieties. And you always in all the combos you do, you can combine the 2 weapons in their own distinct combos.
Okay, now. Okay, that didn't quite go as planned, but
No, but it went somewhere. You're doing an okay job.
yeah.
I wouldn't say you're doing a good job, but you're doing an okay job.
Yeah. Well,
That is the biggest flatter I can give you. But it's a fun game, right?
yeah,
And it's a cool world.
and I do like how it keeps switching in between.
Now again, it switches again.
Yeah.
And there are moments like these where it's just platforming.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of the time where I think, like, forced camera perspective is damn annoying. But so far, they haven't done any of the typical error tropes of, moving the camera and there's a fucking wall and I can't see my character.
It doesn't do this.
But this is very
Stylish.
planned out and stylish. Yeah.
It's a very stylish game. That's also one of the best description you can give the game. It's so stylish.
Yeah.
So like, this is just cool. This is just cool cinematography and as a gameplay choice. And also when the action scenes here, then you can like aim it up and down in another way because it's only like 2D. And you also get these.
Yeah, it's like 2.5D.
It's a 2.5 exactly. It's 2.5D. And it does that a lot. But the cool thing is there are segments. There's a segment on a carnival later. Maybe I can show it where you just it gets into this platformer. It's pretty cool. Because when you complete the game, you can just jump into any part of the game with your current level. So I can just jump into any part of the story. But there's some pretty cool, really cool level design. And you also like you get.
No, that was not.
Oof, heal yourself. This goes to items.
There we go.
It gets like that gets a little bit annoying, the thing with the menu.
Yeah.
But it's not anything that really ruined the experience for me. It's a matter of adjustment. Also because you can make these shortcuts, so you just press down, and then you use a potion. And the music's amazing, right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's like the music's so good. Like Keiichi Okabe.
Yeah.
But after he did the music for this one and he did it for episode Gladiolus, he should get to compose the next Final Fantasy game. As I'm a huge Final Fantasy geek, so I know the composers of the games, and like I really think this is one of the best video game soundtracks I listened to for a long time.
This is a rough pattern.
Also because there's like these weird songs where the robots sing and it just gets this robot choir, and and that's what they sing in a non-existent language. It's just Okabe, he just made up these things that sound like a language, and that's what they sing.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Japanese isn't a real language. So.
To be fair, yeah, Japanese. It is like that's what I found after I started learning Japanese. It's just like this is stupid. I don't want to do this. But damn, you're right. You're doing a good job for playing. You only need 2 hits and you're done. So, like, if you were my roommate playing right now, you're like, you're not even made it past like the whole first what's the shoot 'em ups segment.
I mean, to be fair, I do this for a living.
To be fair, yeah, but still, well.
Okay, so I was hoping. Nah, can't do a double wall jump there.
No, you cannot.
No.
No, sorry.
It kind of looked like it was made for that. But
yeah, there are design limits in that department. And actually, as the story progresses, the chemistry between these two, 9S and 2B, is very good. And it gets very fleshed out and well developed.
But yeah, so to be fair, this is 2B, the girl. She's an android.
Yeah, she's an android. Everyone are androids.
Yeah, and she has a little pet robot.
Yeah.
That is, well,
it's just a robot.
It's a traitor to its kind because it's killing all the other robots.
Theoretically, but it's also it's programmed with a conscience by the people who made the androids.
Okay.
So theoretically, it's a very hideous android following her around. But yeah, but there are like three main characters. There's 2B, 9S, and A2. But A2 gets introduced a lot further into the game, and she also has her own campaign. Like all 3 of them have their own campaign. But you have to play the campaign of 2B as the first one, then 9S, and then A2. And the game makes more sense. It is structured that way. So it is structured so you're left with a lot of questions when you're done with 2B's campaign. And you're playing 9S's campaign. Okay, you're gonna answer to some of these questions. And then you play the campaign of A2, and okay, now stuff makes even more sense. So they're even more confusing. It's because 9S and A2. Their campaign takes place simultaneously, but like 9S his campaign is the longest. But because 2B's campaign is a bit shorter, yeah, it's complicated. But when you play the game, it makes sense. Generally, you just have these 3 campaigns. If that clears it up.
But so you need to finish one campaign to play the next.
Yes,
you
need to finish. That's
so it doesn't switch. It's not like a fragmented story where it switches between.
No. It does in the end between A2 and 9S, but that's at the very end of the game. So you always, but the biggest chore of the game, which is maybe why some very negative people will argue that's a 9 out of 10 instead of a 10 out of 10, which I do not agree, is that when you play the campaign of 9S, the first 5 hours of the campaign are basically the same as when you play with 2B. Even though he has different gameplay types and there are some things he experiences that are not exactly the same, it is very similar. And that might be like the biggest issue I have with the game. But then again, it all makes sense when you're done with 9S's campaign. Like everything just it makes sense so well. It's so well developed and it's so well structured. And there are all these small twists, and like the first like 15 hours of the game feels like a prologue, because then the last 15 hours are like the real game. So it's like it's just amazing. It's such a good game. Everything is just so good and creative. And you see how it's just...
And it feels like such a mix of many games.
Exactly.
But just really changing the game space and the camera controls, it kind of like that.
No, it does, right? So, but it's like it just makes sense. You don't feel, oh wait, that's weird. And I think it's because it starts with this whole shoot 'em up segment.
Yeah.
Because now it gets like it's a twin stick shooter again.
Yeah.
But when you play as her, and you can still use but she always has she has the same abilities, but you just like, because you're used to twin shooters, you're gonna play the segment as a twin shooter instead of just like going all amok. But also because I think also these balls have something to do with it, because they are made as a projectile that could work on different levels in different spaces. And I think that is
it doesn't really matter from which angle you're looking at them. It's a red sphere coming at you.
Exactly, and sphere. I think, and that is the point with these. Like that is why they were chosen as the projectiles, because they can be used in different genres and settings, and it will. But that can also maybe be like a creative boundary, because the enemies, all of the projectiles in the game are mainly just these spheres in different forms and different varieties. But it never. Then I never really felt that it lacked creativity or anything, because the enemies are very varied and the actions are very varied. But the projectiles do not change in that sense, and that could maybe be kind of right, but I don't believe so, because everything is just so well done. Now it changes. Oh, it doesn't change back. Okay.
Should maybe heal up.
You should heal up, because if a person hits you now, you die. But do you even have enough items? Like, oh yeah, lots. Small recovery. And you saw your health P bar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what do you think of the graphics, by the way?
Pretty good. I'm not sold on the frame rate on the PS4 that we're playing on.
Yeah. Really? You're not sold on the frame rate? The frame rate's fine.
I mean, when you look at the projectiles, it's.
But you're a PC guy.
It's nitpicking, but it's just.
Yeah. And you have the PC version if you're not sold on the.
Yeah.
So that is not the thing you can get to, like.
Yeah, and also should be said, we're not playing this on the Pro. That
we're just playing on normal PS4.
Just on a normal PS4.
Well, I'm playing on the Pro, by the way.
We should ask our editor-in-chief about that. Yeah. Now, but it's also compatibility issues with getting the PS4 Pro signal into our capture card, which is just something that I haven't had time to work on, but we'll get there.
You just stopped it with, that's the editor-in-chief thing, and just no long explanation was required. So this is like I said. Now it does for a while, this twin stick shooter, and then you get back to. But the main essence of the gameplay, also when you roam around in the open world, it is this third-person shooter which you have placed in. I mean the first-person action hacking slash beat 'em up. That's also a cool thing about Platinum Games and Devil May Cry, is that it kind of the action has a lot in common, like. Whole technically with like a Tekken game, a Street Fighter, because there's so many small variants in which you can do another attack, and then you suddenly find out there's another combination that's gonna make it more powerful or something. So I think that's very good.
Come on, stop dying! Jesus Christ!
She didn't die there, man.
No, she's just not doing the dodge like she used to. I think I changed some weapon or something.
I don't know. The dodge should always just be the dodge. Okay, like that.
Now she's doing it. Wait, is it? No, now she's doing the normal dash. She was just.
Yeah, sure, she was.
Hey, go back to the replay.
No, you were talking so much about the frame rate. That's why you're like, oh my god, the frame rate, and then and then suddenly she can't dodge.
Yeah.
Focus on the game, man.
The Android can hear us.
Yeah. 2B got pissed. Actually, she's a very, also to play the game.
There's also some aliasing.
She's a very good like he's a very. I like her as a main character in the game, for personality-wise. We're not gonna go into spoilers and everything, but like the characters in the game are very well developed.
Yeah, so she has a nice overworking story.
Yeah, like so, and all of her actions, why you do it makes sense, and when you start questioning things, and so that's also the thing. That's why I gave the game a 10 out of 10. Is that there's no thing in this game which is not done to perfection. The characters, the gameplay, the setting, everything is just really good.
Okay, now this is annoying me. How do I go down?
You go down.
Nope.
You press.
Ah, okay. Press and hold.
Ah.
It's just you went to the side. I thought like, okay, so down is now going to the side.
Oh, that's what he does.
Yeah.
And now you're back in normal perspective. There's gonna be a boss battle just around the corner, by the way. That's not right around the corner, but it's about, yeah. It's not very difficult.
Yeah, we're actually, I think, aren't we coming up on switching time? No.
No. How long are you playing?
36 minutes.
No, it's good.
I
think you're afraid of dying. Dude.
Oh. Yeah.
I was not gonna take it, it's just because I thought you were gonna die.
No.
You have to hit them, they have shields.
Ah, okay. So
just use the standard attack. That's the one. Now you can shoot them again. It's so intense watching you play because I know if you just get hit.
How long has the stream been running now? The recording? 36 minutes. Okay.
Oh, that's good. But that's like, I'm so nervous when I watch you play because you only need to get hit twice and then you're all the way back to the start segment where all you have.
Oh yeah, we haven't hit a save point yet.
No, you have not hit a save point. It's a hard game, so you don't need to play it on hard for the game to be hard. It's a hard game.
That's been pretty easy so far. So
sure it has. You're always almost out of stupid recovery things. And that's a long time until you get any new recovery stuff.
Okay.
And the next, you have to beat 2 bosses to get to a save point. But I believe in you. You also do yeah, it's true. You're just cheesing the game.
I am Lord of Cheese.
Like this is not cool. It's not good. You have to engage the enemy. But yeah, if you're Lord of Cheese, then any game should be easy. Then you can just cheese Dark Souls because Dark Souls is like a very easy game to cheese.
You should actually, if you haven't already, you should watch the live stream replay of our War Tile stream, where we had the developers in the studio teaching us me and Sophia, how to play War Tile, and right at the end, I cheese one of the levels with the developers watching, saying like, we need to go back to the drawing board and fix some stuff.
Oh, that's so cool. I don't know that game.
Oh, it's a Danish isometric RTS, which it's inspired by board games. It looks really nice. The only thing about it now, it's in early access, and I think there's not enough content. But that's what they're updating
that's
now.
why it's in early access.
Yeah. But like gameplay wise and systems, it's solid. Like an easier RTS, like more kind of casual, and jump in and play alone or with a friend in multiplayer.
I actually miss a good RTS game. I haven't really played it since the days of Warcraft 3 and Red Alert and everything. There hasn't really been a game for a long time that kind of just hooked me and said, I need to play this RTS game.
Yeah, what it kind of reminds me of, it's like a more complex version of Hitman Go, like with a nicer art style, like more complex.
Hitman Go.
Yeah. Did you ever play that?
No, I watched the trailer for it.
And I only say that because it has like this kind of...
and it did not look very very good when I watched the trailer for it. So
but it has that little, figurine style that War Tile also has.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna check it out then, I guess. Even especially because they're Danish. So what do you think of the game so far?
Yeah, enjoyed it.
It's very enjoyable.
Yeah. People trying to call me crazy. I'm so popular. Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go home and complete this game one more time. So good. But you wouldn't like. It's still too early to say, but like, do you kind of get my thoughts when I say this is a 10 out of 10 game? Like there are some, like all of the elements just blend together so perfectly.
Yeah.
Also because when you, for example, when you played the like the first shooting section, Smog, this one, Smog section, there was it was very well done.
Yeah.
It didn't feel half-assed. It didn't feel like a mini game that had to be there. It felt like, okay, this could be its own game. There are enough controls, enough different things. So if they expand a little bit upon it, it could be its own game.
Yeah, like more enemies and make it a bit more bullet heavy.
Exactly, and so there's the framework in all things. If they could be the whole game, and that's kind of what it's a 10 out of 10 for me. Is that it's a game where everything is just done to perfection.
Yeah, and then there's invisible walls, but okay.
Yeah, that is also my one critique if you read my review. There are too many invisible walls in the game. And I hate invisible walls. But, especially because it's an open world game. So it's more like a semi-open world game, in a sense. It's more like Dark Souls. Dark Souls is like you can go everywhere, but it's not, there are a lot of places.
Yeah, you're just gonna fall to your death.
You're just gonna fall to your death, and that's not like that. There's like, you can see the whole city in the background, that is explorable. But it is still a kind of level segmented.
Yeah.
Which is not necessarily a bad thing.
Boss time.
Yeah, it's just like the cool thing is you just know there's something coming when you walk down here.
Should we check it out? It's not like Command to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
But you're gonna make it. It's not it's like the last boss, just 2 of them at once. That should be easy.
Okay.
And don't ask me why she's wearing a blindfold. Because I don't think she it's not like because she takes it off at some point.
Oh, and they, I thought it would have longer, more space to run in, but
oh, you're fine. Look, you're already damaging it. I believe in you. Except,
yeah, I wasn't paying attention to the other one.
Nope. That's what happens.
Yeah, this is annoying me a little bit. Just give me my item use.
Have you tried pressing down the directional buttons instead of going to the menu?
No.
You should try pressing down the directional buttons instead of going to the menu.
I'll try that. Throw in a medium recovery.
I feel like I would not want to be like a company giving you my game to review. First of all, you would cheese the game, and then you were like be like nitpicking about the smallest things.
Yeah, well.
But then again, yeah, that is the job. So that is what we should be nitpicking about.
I mean, there's a reason I don't write reviews.
Yeah, like the average of the grades of the site would just be like plummeting.
Okay, what are they doing now?
Yeah, you died.
That didn't work. And we don't have a save point, so back to the beginning we go.
To the beginning.
No, I think then let's...
Look. Yours and I, Earth went on to become a parents of the machines. You just completed the game.
Yep. So there's no failure state. There's just different levels of...
Oh, there are failures. There are still failures. But you just accidentally... Oh, you got the broken wings again. Yeah. So you just got the same... Like, it's also, if you complete the game once, then you unlock the opportunity for all of these weird endings.
Okay.
So this after you get the first...
Oh, so you need to finish it once fully?
Yeah, you need to get the first 5 main endings before you get all these small endings.
Okay.
So you can do that, and there's just fun jokes because you can jump into different chapters and just try dying or try doing stuff, and then you'll get like another ending.
Yeah. But now I think let's just
let's jump into my...
Oh,
we could go into your thing again.
I think I don't have the patience to get there.
Sorry. I'm gonna try to go into... That's why you play it on hard. It's I don't play games without music. Unless I play for the story. Okay. Continue. We're gonna see which... Okay, it has to be some...
So this is 28 hours into the game.
This is 28 hours into the game. I don't know, like, it's actually...
or is it 28 hours into this run of the game?
Oh, it's
or
total playtime.
Okay.
But I have another game. I think I played for, like, combined 50 hours, the game. So this is not gonna be... So this is like the chapter select. If you complete the game once, you can go and just pick a random chapter to, like, just start the game. So I think I'm gonna do the Mad Songstress chapter.
Yep.
Gonna start from the amusement park and I'm gonna play as... I'm gonna play as 2B. because 9 is not the funnest guy to play with. He's like, it's more of a tactical unit, and I like just going more all amok with my weapons.
Mm-hmm.
But now the game is actually going to look pretty easy because I'm very high level here, and I went back to one of the first chapters. So I'm. This is.
You're gonna be smashing it.
I can be smashing it. I think I'm actually, to be sure, I think I'm playing the game on hard already. Just.
I put it to real hard.
No, I'm not gonna put it on real hard because that's one hit kill, and I do want to play the game without dying.
No.
It's just on hard. Okay, let's see. I haven't played. I'll do this. Yeah. I thought. Yeah, cool. What is the other one? I think I got it.
Yeah. And then you can switch.
Yeah, you can see like you have
R2 to a 9S. Sorry.
No, you cannot switch to 9S.
No.
When you press R2, you get to like, dude, like you want to adjust his combat style,
Yeah.
and then you can choose it.
I'm
I'm just always on aggressive.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing because they are each their own individual campaigns. But if I could go to a save point right now, and change between the two characters.
Okay.
But because they have different stories, there are some points where it's not possible to change.
And because there are only like 3 save points in the fucking game.
There is actually, maybe there's a save point around here, so I can show you a save point. Like if you play the game, that's probably gonna come up. But this is not very far into the game.
No.
Actually, she's not wearing a blindfold here.
Hmm.
You can just take it off
Okay.
in the menu. Okay, so let's see. So this is one of the crazy places in the game where you go to a robot carnival.
Yeah.
And I just love the aesthetics of it.
Yeah.
With the broken heart in the middle. And this is one of my favorite places in the game just because of its obscurity. Like why are robots celebrating a carnival? But that's also one of the actually weird existential questions of the game.
I'm guessing that's kind of what they were made for until they took over. So they're kind of like still filling up that job. They've just added slay all humans into their work queue.
So, like I'm playing, I think only heavy weapons now. Yeah. So this is like you can see there. I'm really overpowered here. So so this is more just like kind of to show the
level
the level and the world.
The way it looks.
Yeah. Also, I think I have different of these. I have different robots, so now I can like just throw missiles at them all the time.
Oh, nice.
So that just make the game even easier that way. Even though it's on hard. And I think is it? No, that's the one. What if it's? That's I can do like this hammer thing. And like you have all these different. And I think I also have this laser I can do. Oh, there's spears that come out of the ground. So there's like, when you get, because this is like an in-game character. I'm level 53 here.
Yeah.
I'm just amazing right now. I can just like, there's like unless you like change the difficulty of the game, it's not really that difficult once you reach a certain level. I can try to put it on very
doesn't
hard.
that also mean then that the whole idea of going back to chapters is kind of broken?
It is
because it doesn't scale with you.
You go back to chapters to like complete some quests that you missed.
Yeah,
it's like it's like
but what I'm saying is it would be more fun if you don't come back as super OP. If you come back and kind of the difficulty scales instead of level 10 enemies, there will be level 20.
I would agree on that. But it's like if you play let's take Final Fantasy for example. Actually, for the same company. Final Fantasy, once you completed Final Fantasy 15 and you get to the whole in-game content, there's a lot of the content that is still open, which is very, very low level because you didn't complete it when you were low level. And it's the same thing in Nier Automata. Like, I can go to places which are my level, which still have the open world with quests, but when I go back, I'll come back to complete easier quests which I didn't complete the first time I was there. So it's like, maybe it's a Square thing. Final Fantasy 12 does as well. But yeah, you're right, like, because the game has no New Game Plus.
Yeah.
So if it had New Game Plus, then it would be automatically. Wait a minute, where am I? Oh, I already opened that. But I totally I get it, and I also it gives you more incentive to complete the game one more time. Like you're more you're more likely to just boot up a new game to complete it again. Let's see if I'm. Oh, there it is.
Where does this corridor lead?
A lot of those clowns are very passive.
Yo, that's because they're passive and not passive robots. They're pacifist robots too.
Ah.
Yeah. That's
And,
a whole.
and still, you were smashing some of them earlier.
Yeah, that was not good. That was not very nice of me to do that. But I just smashed everything. But that was one of the
Gotta collect those golden screws.
He said I gotta collect those golden screws because I gotta buy new stuff for my weaponry. I gotta play with these. So now it's actually not very hard. So if I get hit by an enemy, I think I die.
Okay.
Oh, that's a save point, by the way.
Ah.
And it's also I can go to this place. It's also I can transport. It's a chapter select, so I can just.
Yeah.
I think after I've done this, I'm just gonna go to a chapter where I'm not overpowered.
Yeah.
So now you can do this. Goes back to the. Oh, damn it.
Oh, missed the jump. Dead.
Yeah. So this is like very classic platforming. And there are like segments in the game where you just like jump around. I think the reason why there are like invisible walls, even though it's an open world, like open world-ish, is because it has all of these different genre shifts and perspective and everything. So it's not able to create a fully open environment without then making. And then being able to
without watering
exactly.
out the specific design of the camera work.
Exactly. Because there's so many like considerations that have been made with the camera in this game.
I love this. Giant invisible hammer.
Yeah.
So let's take them out.
Done.
Yeah. Stop talking, dude. Some kind of la la la. Okay. Yeah, that's like. Or maybe I'm just that much better than you. So I'm just like. It's not a problem because I broken the game. This is one of the coolest places actually. When you get on this amusement ride. When it gets here. There it is.
Analysis. It is a device that propels humans on.
And it's very cool. If you look at it, there's the robot keeps on. It's a device that it explains what these things were known as before, like the apocalypse. This is also one of like my favorite, just from cinematography, from a cinematographic perspective. This is probably one of my favorite places.
People who know me well usually call me Nine.
Oh yeah. Nice. Fighting on top of a roller coaster.
Exactly.
I mean, if
You see, like it's
it's totally okay.
this game is just so well made. It's because it's not like the graphics are on par with like Uncharted or Final Fantasy 15 or something, but it's just like the whole visual art style just gives the game so much.
Yeah.
Even though I face no challenge whatsoever right now. I think there's a boss fight down here. It's gonna be a pretty quick process. Also, like, some of the music right here is pretty good. We're not listening to it, but
It just, that almost felt like they could have, or
what?
just with the amusement park,
Yeah.
it looked so like Disney World-ish,
Yeah,
and like a little reference to Kingdom Hearts.
yeah, it's actually.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think that definitely was a Kingdom Hearts reference with the heart in the middle because that's like in the first Kingdom Hearts game.
Yeah.
So this is a boss fight, and it's like when you play this boss with 9S, it's like a whole different perspective because you have to hack into the brain of it, and you get this small short novella out of it about the creation. It gets like when you there are also like a lot of a lot of very small fun stories in this game. Like you pick up novellas and short stories. Yeah, this is.
Poor thing.
Yeah, it's. I'm not very nice right now.
Ah, how rude. Upskirt.
Okay. Oh, this, now you can see this changed into to a hacking game. So now, because now I hack. Yeah.
It's trying to hack us. If we take hacking damage, it'll affect our bodies as well.
Okay.